Hi, how's everyone out there today? I'm here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, who's based in Munich, Germany. He is a self proclaimed Disastrous Life Coach. Welcome, Mel Kelly.
Hello, how are you doing? It's amazing to be here with the amazing author Amy Hamilton. How are you all doing? Welcome from
Okay,
greetings from
Mel.
Munich. Greetings from Munich. Yes.
Yes, and I'm here in Washington, D.C. I even have like my little Washington, D.C. Well, I'm technically in Arlington. It's like, Arlington actually used to be part of D.C. back in the day, but then it became its own thing. So, interesting little factoid on a Sunday morning. We are here today, and Mel is going to give his best bad advice, talking about how to be productive in a hybrid work environment. So let's just say, for instance, you're out there in the hybrid world, you're going into the office 2 days a week, you're working from home 3 days a week. Mel, how do you make that the most productive situation, the most productive environment it can be?
Well, the most productive way is try and get to 5 days a week at home, isn't it? I mean, this thing of going to the office, all that commute time. I mean, come on, that's such a waste of time. You could be doing something much more productive with that time, like sleeping, regenerating. So
Working
that's the
out.
first step. Working out,
So,
getting yourself into the right state of mind.
so if you are in a
But
hybrid team, though, Mel, what's your advice for the people on the days when they're in their office? Should they be diligently working at their computers, or should they be networking?
well, I mean, what we've learned from all this online thing, all this home office working thing, is some of those habits that we've developed from home are actually very conducive to our mental health. And since we're in this time that mental health is very important, that we should take some of those home talents or home habits and bring them into the workplace. So, for example, this thing of wearing, formal clothes into the office. No, that's not what we do at home. So you want to wear those tracksuit bottoms or no tracksuit bottoms? Do that in the office. Hey, you want to put your feet up on the table? You do that. I mean, it's all about mental health and all of those old rules that we used to have of office living. That's so 1980s. Come on. Like, just treat the office as if it were your home office. And that's the key to success.
So, Mel, I think that's a great point. And I think that one thing people make a big mistake on is they go to the office where they network, interact, eat food with other people, and then they go home and then they have that quiet time, like where they do the deep work. I think they should just honestly just do the opposite. You go into the office, you shut the door, you don't talk to anyone. And then when you're at home, you video call everyone every minute of the day,
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
interrupting them. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's like that you just said it earlier as well about food and all these people. You're in the office and then they have all this food and they use the food to connect. But they're, as you say, food pushers. These are food pushers. Just think how unhealthy that your diet becomes when you're in the office. People are giving you all these different sweets and oh my goodness. So when a colleague gives you food, you should look them straight in the eye and say, no, set your boundaries and say, I don't eat this food. How dare you? How can you eat this food? Have you any self-respect for yourself? You have no self-respect for yourself that you're eating this junk food, and I'm highly offended and insulted that you've offered me this food. I think this level of honesty and directness with your colleagues, setting boundaries, will earn you a new level of respect and a new level of connection with your colleagues.
And if you know anything about the health properties of the food, you could give them citations from like, health organizations on the impact of cholesterol and what this does to your body. So, really making sure that they know not only do you not appreciate it, but you've actually done your research in these areas as well.
Absolutely, and the old saying was, "Don't give people advice if they don't want if they haven't asked for it." I mean, it's complete rubbish. They're burdening you with all this rubbish food. You should give them health advice. There, give them advice that will help them, and they will appreciate it. They may not appreciate it straight away, but they will appreciate it in the long term. And then this will help you with your prestige and respect that you deserve from your other colleagues.
And Mel, I think another important area in hybrid work is on the days when you go to the office. You mentioned treating this like your home. One of the things I have noticed, there's been studies that have supported this, is people have very different levels of comfort when it comes to heat and cold, in their homes and their office. What is your advice on how to handle that in the workplace?
Most important thing in the workplace is ignore everybody else's needs and just cater to your own. So if you need a hot, put on the heaters. You need a cold, open the windows. Do what you have to do. It's all about you. This thing of cooperating, collaborating with your colleagues, they should learn the rules. You're there. You have graced them with your presence, and you want to be as productive as possible. So you need the conditions for you to be as productive as possible. They need to understand you're there. It's your rules. There we go.
If you like
Communication,
Mel,
collaboration with your colleagues. It's just dangerous. They'll walk all over you, and you'll get a cold.
if you like listening to Mel and his disastrous advice, his disastrous life advice, please like and subscribe to our channels. Also, we love to get input from the audience on things that you want to hear. We're kind of focused a little bit on workplace this year. I think everybody knows Mel wrote a wonderful book on disastrous dating attempts. He can give you the worst advice on going out in your love life. And in addition to that, he wrote a book, Top Interview Tips. So, Mel can destroy every aspect of your life. And next week, we're going to be talking about this concept of time chunking. Mel loves to talk about new fads in productivity and how you can make sure that you do not follow them or maximize your time whatsoever. Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Please like, please subscribe, please give us comments.